right, welcome to the newest episode. We didn't go too far this time, so you're not going to see anything cool from Vegas or Japan, but we went to Morristown for King of the Couch, and he got to speak to Aaron from Iron Gamer.
Aaron stopped by. He came to tell us about a brand new league that he has coming out for competitive gamers who aren't fortunate enough to have much of a scene in your area. So we're going to follow up a lot about that more later, but it's really, really cool.
So maybe the guys are in Alaska that lives on that island where that Walmart is, where a Pitbull went to, so that they can actually game again.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we got a chance now.
Stay tuned.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. It's to tell you about Spice World. Created at the peak of the popularity in 1998 for the PlayStation, it was one of the first rhythm and dance games available. Featuring all 5 Spice Girls on tour, you stomp your way to mixing tracks such as Wannabe and Who Do You Think You Are, practice awesome dance moves in huge chunky platform shoes, and shoot a music video. It also featured live interviews on various subjects. The graphics are cheesy given the girls' oversized heads, and you take your dance lessons from a guy with the afro. So go ahead and spice up your life with Spice World.
Alright guys, the show was all about Solex because I now have my own segment after all the hating and dashing from Fire. But I'm about to talk with Aaron about a new competitive gaming league coming up. Now Fire, as a little baby Fire, when you didn't have much to go to, maybe Chinatown Fair or whatever, don't you wish there was a guy like Aaron around to set the stage for you?
Well, when I was a young Fire, I wasn't really into the competitive gaming scene. I was more so a casual player and exploring the mysteries at the fake sunken ship of my fish tank.
For the guys that actually want to do something with their competitive career, I have something awesome for you coming up. It's all about me! Hey guys, what's up? It's Solux here, and I'm here to talk to you about something a little different this time. I'm going to talk to you about leagues. Now, usually when people talk about leagues, it's not really the literal term of it. They're usually creating some type of clan, a guild, or a team, or something like that. Now, I'm sitting here with Aaron Welch of Iron Gamer, and it's to my understanding that you're creating a league of your own. Now, what type of league are you trying to establish?
Well, the one thing that's kind of a big issue with what we have today with MLG is that it's very difficult for people who aren't at that pro level to make it into the pro level.
Right.
Major League Gaming caters to like the 0.001% of gamers out there. Of the 200 million gamers, there's only about 2,000 that are actually considered pro. So for everybody else, it's really hard for us to get the attention and to get the time in there to actually be able to play at that next level.
All right. I mean, it seems like you have a lot of experience in the gaming industry so far. Is this your first venture out and doing something like this?
As far as gaming goes, this is the third gaming company that we've actually done. This is the first one we've actually done on the scale that we're talking about. We've run lots of tournaments. We've been to the different conventions all throughout the Southeast, and I've actually ventured all the way out to LA to go to a few events. What really drove us to do this was the fact that in the Southeast, we're kind of the redheaded stepchild of the gaming environment. There's not a lot of events. Lots of players, just not a lot of really good events.
And don't have a home to compete in.
Exactly. So what we wanted to do was reach back down and give people the ability to connect the communities together to let the communities set up these events. And that's what Iron Gamer really is about.
Earlier you mentioned that you had a plan for 5 different game types or genres. Do you have any specific games for our viewers that may be looking into, okay, what is he going to create and what games am I going to compete in? Do you have any games off the top of your head that you know is definitely going to kick this off?
So we, of course, want to stick with the games that are currently in MLG and then add a couple things that are a little bit more fun. With the games, though, we have to keep in mind that we break on age. So as opposed to MLG that just picks any game and then says that everybody competes in that game, we actually break on a player's age. Once you're below, let's say 17 years old, you played, we won't say the kids' games,
but
not
the less violent
games.
Yeah, okay.
And then once you're above 17, you actually start playing the mature and teen-rated games and those games that are currently showcased in MLG. This gives gamers the ability to test their skill level as they're younger, and then as they get older, they get to pick up the different styles of games. It also gets us the ability to appeal to parents who have children to let them know that this is a safe environment, that they're not going to see things that they don't really need to see, etc., etc.
Let's jump 2 years in the future. Let's say everything is going according to plan. It seems like your focus is giving back to the community. Do you have any plans on, let's say, revenue and how you're going to turn that around to make bigger prizes for your events?
So one of the things is we've decided that this is by the community for the community. The reason that we drive the communities to actually do these events in a consistent manner is so that this whole business is kind of self-perpetuating. If you want to see change, you can execute change. We just help you do that. The existing things that we have is all about the revenue. We realize that if we have enough players, we'll get the revenue.
Right.
It's that sense of community and camaraderie that we actually want to build, because that kind of environment actually is going to be around forever, especially because gaming has yet to find its general acceptance, but that's coming. And that's what we want to be on the leading edge of, is to be able to take gaming from being, you know, this subcultural thing to what it really is 200 million people worldwide really excited about things, whether they play on their cell phones, whether they play on consoles or PCs. There's a whole lot of us, and it's about time we get recognized.
Yeah, the scene is definitely there, especially because of Korea and StarCraft. I mean, I think 2012 has been the biggest year for esports in general. Now, with that in mind, you want to reach out to different communities, bring them all together. Now, you're also going to be reaching out to other established leagues such as MLG, WCG, and other places like that. What is your plan for your relationship with these other leagues?
So one of the things we want to say to MLG is that we're not here to compete with you. MLG is, we like to use the football model because it actually gives you the graduations in the way that we look at it. So we have the high school leagues, those kids that are up and coming, not really able to travel so much, but they can get to local events. Then we've got college brackets. This is a kind of special case for us because as we do this, we're going to build on college teams to where we take the best gamers of a particular genre, and that's a team for a school, and then we let them compete in bowl games throughout the year, and then we bring those in with everybody else, and it kind of has this really nice mix. And then we have our full-blown semi-pro league, which is open to everybody, and then what we would do with those top-level players is drop a challenge to Major League Gaming. That would prove to the investors and to the community at large that we're serious.
All right, Aaron, well, it's been a pleasure. You've definitely got my membership on the way.
Awesome.
Before Photoshop and GarageBand, there was Mario Paint. Mario Paint was released in 1992 for Super Nintendo and supported the little-known SNES mouse. What makes Mario Paint so memorable is the variety of creative minigames, from creating pixel-by-pixel stamps to composing music and looping animations. Everyone remembers Gnat Attack, the unforgettable fly-swatting game. Beat it as many times as you want, you'll never level up. Mario Paint was different from other Mario titles at the time due to the absence of story and platforming. Today, Mario Paint enjoys a strong cult following and is still one of my favorites.